Hello and welcome to my channel, Single Mom Review. My name is Sherry and that is spelled C-H-E-R-E. It is spelled a little fancy but pronounced plain old Sherry. And I'm a full-time high school English teacher and a part-time reseller here on YouTube. And then I also sell on the platforms of eBay, Poshmark, Mercari, and Depop. If you're interested in going and checking any of those out, please go down in my description box, click on the links. It will take you directly to that platform. Pretty much all the platforms have everything the same on them. It's just your preference on what platform you choose to shop on. If you do find something that you like, please send me an email and I would love to send you a subscriber discount. I do appreciate my subscribers, my customers. You guys mean the world to me and I hope you do mean that, and I am so sincere in saying that. Today, usually I am focusing my sales on the weekends, on Saturday and Sunday. Please forgive me, this sale is going to be on Monday. Just a whirlwind this last weekend. School started Thursday for kids. My son that went off to college came home for the weekend. We went to church, lunch, came home, kind of getting, finalization on what he needs to take back with him to start classes on Monday. And I just kind of told myself, you know what, I don't want to be preoccupied with something else. I want to just be able to converse and share the time with him until he packed up to leave. And so that's what I chose to do. Sometimes life and family overtakes a little bit of YouTube, and as it should. So I do hope you guys give me a little grace in me moving this to Monday. So anyways, for the video today, I have a few small items, like 3 or 4. And then I have some clearance items. I do have quite a few clearance items today. I have about between 13 and 15 clearance items. And I think they're all under $30. So, and I think at least 5 or 6 of them are new with tags. So you could have a chance to get some great Christmas, some great gift items right now. So make sure that you watch for those. Then I don't have a whole lot that's not clearance. Maybe 7 or 8, right around there. Then I am going to open a America's Thrift Supply designer box. And actually there will be, I ordered 2 at the same time and they packaged them both together in one box. So I'll be opening one box, but it will have, it should have at least 2 bags in there. Sometimes they'll send you a little too, hopefully they do, but at least 2 bags. So I'm gonna open that at the end. If you do see something that you like, please email me at singlemomreview@gmail.com. Then I will send you out a PayPal invoice. I do expect payment pretty much right away. If there's an issue and you're, running to town, going to church, instances like that, I'm totally understanding. Just let me know when you email me back and say, hey, I got the invoice. I'm going to pay it as soon as I get out of a business meeting in 2 hours. I'm fine with that. It's those that I don't hear back from that then I'm gonna, if I have somebody else waiting, I'm gonna move to the next person. That brings me to down in the comment section there, I will have a pinned comment and it will have anything that's pending, will have a P in front of it, and anything that has sold, that means it's paid for, it's no longer available, will have shopping bag emoji in front of it. So do make sure that you go down, click on that comment, pinned comment, and double check, see if the item is already, shopping emojis there, it's gone. If it does have a P, email me. Sometimes I do go to that next person because maybe somebody saw something else later on in the video that they would prefer over the other thing that they just previously thought that they wanted. And numerous things could change, but it doesn't happen a whole lot, but it happens more than you would think, just because people change their minds and end up getting something else. Not necessarily that they ghost me or anything like that, just things happen. So if you see a P, email me, please. My shipping is for the little things I'm going to show you at the beginning. Most of those are $5. There may be, I think I have one item that might be a $7 item just because of the box and things I'm going to have to use to ship it. my little leathers and wallet goods, cosmetic bags and so forth, they're about $7 a shipping. And then my purses are $10 is my max shipping. You can get however many items you would like, and it would be $10. Now if you get like 2 leather good wallets that weigh a little bit, those might bump you up to $10. But if you just get one, it's $7. But you'll never go over $10. So anyways, let's go ahead and get started with this. I'll maybe hopefully have a little bit of time for story time at the end. We'll kind of let you know how my first couple of days of school went with kiddos. So here we go. All right, the first thing we have, this is the $7 item. I picked this up when I was out thrifting. It is a Swig, S-W-I-G. It's bubbled in there, but it's not like painted, like where you can see it. There's the S, the W, the I, and the G. So this is a Swig stainless steel insulated tumbler. It is brand new. I mean, brand new. Does not have the straw with it, but it does have the lid where you just add your straw there. Closes real, it's not loose at all. You can tell it is new. It is a beautiful pinks, greens, navy color. It's about a 32 ounce. Now I think that this is supposed to have maybe like a rubber thing on the end of it. I think that may be why it was at the thrift whenever I was thrifting, and there is no rubber thing on the end, so that's came off. So to me, the ones I have, the Yetis and stuff, didn't have the rubber thing at the end, so it's not a big deal to me. Swigs are great. I would actually, when I picked this up, I was going to keep it for myself, but I actually have 4. I have a Stanley, I have a Yeti, I have 2 other ones that I had gotten as gifts recently with the handles, and so I don't need another one. I don't have anywhere to put another one. I have like 2 or 3 Yetis in this same shape. I don't need any more. I need it. So I told myself, no, you need to try to see if somebody else would love this beautiful tumbler here. So Swig, S-W-I-G, 32 ounce, insulated, stainless steel, new without tag, tumbler. I'm gonna ask $10, and this would be a $7 ship. These things retail for like 40, 50 bucks. So, all right. The next thing is these J. Crew blonde tortoise shell sunglasses. They actually have like a gold strip that goes around see that gold? Isn't that cool? Also on the top there, you see that gold? And then the middle part here is that gold. This is a cut. Reminds me of a little bit of a cat's eye. There is your J. Crew right there in that little gold right there. These don't have any scratches on the lens. They're very tight. They're not gonna fall down. So they are, I would say, new without tags, or in the same shape as a new pair. Very cute. I love the blonde tortoise shell. If they were a little bit more my style, I would probably keep these, to be honest with you. So for the J. Crew blonde tortoise shell, the ends of the ears are all, I think they're new without tags. They show no sign of wear. I'm asking $14 for these, and I would put these in a eyeglass case so that they didn't get damaged on your way there. I have numerous eyeglasses cases that I could put these in for you. So I will send them in a eyeglass case. These would be a $7 ship if I'm going to put them in that eyeglass case, because we want to make sure that they don't get torn up. So $14 plus a $7 ship. All right, the next thing I have is this new with tags Vera Bradley Breakaway Lanyard. This is the Katalina Blues. It does have your key ring end right here. It says Vera Bradley on it. It also has the clip, so you could put your keys. You put your keys there. You need to clip your ID onto that. It does have the breakaway, and what that is for is put this on, and then when you get ready to take it off, you don't have to mess up your hair and it go over your hair. You just unclip it like a necklace. Okay, it's called the Breakaway Lanyard. It is in Katalina blue. It's beautiful blue. Be so pretty with denim. And I am asking $8 for this, and this would be a $5 ship. $5 ship. All right, my last little thing. I guess I only had one $5 ship. All the other little things were $7 ships, because this would be a $7 ship. This is the Heather pattern. And this is the Turnlock wallet by Vera Bradley. Get your Vera Bradley right there. It is kind of a purple, kind of a paisley, floral, purples and greens. Okay, this is up here at the front with the littles before I get to the other things, because this is kind of a scratch and dent. When I picked this up, I didn't notice, but one of the edges were kind of frayed. Well, I kind of put it over to the side. I picked this up a while back, not knowing what I was really going to do with it. Well, I ended up going ahead and unfraying all of the outside, and then I just went back with a pair of scissors and just kind of trimmed it. So it almost looks like a distressed around the edges, but I did a pretty good job, so you really can't see, but it is not real. You can see like right there. And that was the only thing that was wrong with it. It does have the Vera Bradley tags, or excuse me, the zipper pulls. Here's the back zip. There, your Turnlock opens. It's going to open up into here. It's beautiful purple inside. You've got your credit card slips, slip pocket, and then you've got two ID holders here. Then you open up this compartment. It's going to accordion style out. You've got a slip pocket, slip pocket, slip pocket, and more credit card slips. And I'm only asking $5 because of that distressing around the edges. So $5, and this would be a $7 ship. So anyways, all right, now we are on to clearance. Let's get into the clearance. All right, we're going to start with the littles that I have on clearance. The first thing is this Kate Spade New York red Saffiano leather wallet. This is in light new condition. You have a zipper pocket on the back. It is a slim bifold style. This is the Cameron line. It's going to just open up like that with a snap. You've got your gold spade there. Credit card slips, slip pocket, slip pocket, slip pocket, slip pocket, credit card slips, ID holder. And I'm marking this Kate Spade red slim billfold down to $20, 20 bucks for her. All right, the next thing I have is this Michael Kors wallet wristlet. This is not the original wristlet. I did add this. So if you don't want this on there, I can take it off. Or if you want it, it comes with it. You can take that off and just use that as a keychain if you would rather do that. Now, you can always pop it on here. I just wanted to give that option as a wristlet. Okay. It is in really, really good condition. It is a Saffiano leather also. Got your Michael Kors right here. You've got your Michael Kors on your zipper pull. And zipper it. It's going to open up. You have your Michael Kors branding right there. If your phone can fit there, it can go in there. If not, that's for bills, slip pocket for anything like that that you would want. You also have a slip pocket here. You have a zipper pouch right here on the inside. Okay, and then you have credit card slips and an ID holder and one little ink spot there. So for this Michael Kors, beautiful Saffiano leather, gold, beautiful gold wallet, I am marking this down to $19. All right, the next thing I have is this Princess Gardner. I've showed this a few times because I think this is a vintage item. I don't know that they make Princess Gardner wallets or leather goods anymore. This is a great leather good because I think I've talked to you about before whenever this was, you know, just from use. It just looked like a corner rub. It looked like rubs along, and I didn't do any painting or coloring. All I did was take conditioner and really condition it, and the leather color came back. Now you can tell it's still been, but it all came back. That tells me the leather was dyed throughout, and that is a good sign. So this was a maroon color, and like I said, it is vintage. It does have some little, you know, just usage, gives it character. Here is your Princess Gardner little charm. It's kind of a little handbag charm. Opens up to your zipper pocket. Then you also have a slip pocket back here also. It's going to be a trifold wallet that's going to open. You've got your genuine leather right there. You've got it's beautiful on the inside, beautiful. You've got a slip pocket, credit card slips, ID holder, slip pocket there. You've got a slip pocket here along with a hidden zipper pouch on the inside. Then you have more credit card slots there. So for this Princess Gardner vintage genuine leather wallet, I am marking this down to $10. 10. All right, the next thing I have is this Vera Bradley. This is in the Vava Bloom pattern. This is called the Frannie Crossbody. You've got your striping, you know, your stitching detail here, and then you have some pleats here for detail. And you have also more pleating here for more detail. The striping there. This is very vibrant, beautiful pattern. It is in light new condition also. It has an adjustable crossbody strap. There it is. It is so cute. Very lightweight, cute. Some young girl would love this. You've got your Vera Bradley branding right here. There's your Vera Bradley on the inside, and there's your interior. Look how great that looks. It's beautiful. There's no pockets on the inside. It is a gorgeous little crossbody. I'm marking this down to $8. $8 for a Vera Bradley. All right, the next thing I have is this Kate Spade. This is the Sally from Newbury Lane line, and she is a Turnlock rose gold Saffiano leather clutch or crossbody. The crossbody is not removable, but it is adjustable, and these lay all the way in so that you can make this a clutch if you would like. It is in light new condition itself. There's really no call outs other than, I don't even really know that there's a bunch of scratching on that gold. There really isn't. All right, here we go. Isn't that cute? Super cute. So here is, we're going to turn that. You got your Kate Spade New York right there. Open this up. Then you have your Kate Spade branding right there and a slip pocket. And there's the interior. It is light new condition. Now, you can put this on the inside. Like I said, these lay down. See where that goes in, and that goes in. And then perfect for weddings, homecomings, proms, all those kinds of things. Evening out, adorable little bag. For this Kate Spade, Sally gold metallic, I am asking $28 for her. That is a great price for a basically new bag, Kate Spade. All right, the next thing I have is this Madison West Ivory. Bone is the color. I say ivory, but on the tag it has bone, and this is a new tag, Madison West. This could be a clutch. It could be a crossbody that is removable and adjustable, or it could be a shoulder bag with the chain that's on the inside. I'll show you that here in just a minute. But like I said, this is an ivory, but on the tag it calls it bone. I'll show you the tag here in just a minute. It has a pleated, quilted kind of design on it. Oh, it's beautiful, and it is faux leather, but oh my goodness, it's so freaking soft. All right, so here is it as a crossbody. Right there. Okay. If we want to get the chain out here, here's the chain. Or here, let me go ahead and do it as a clutch first. Here it is as a clutch. I love the size of the clutch that this would be. I love that size. It's perfect size for me anyways. All right, so we are going to open this up and get the little chain out. Here is that tag I was telling you about, Madison West, and it has the color bone there. But here's the chain. And for this chain, if you're going to wear it as a little shoulder bag, look at that. How cute's that? This is, yeah, I love this. I love this bag. All right, so you have all three of those options. Also, this is by magnet. Okay, you've got magnets here, you've got magnets here, and you've got magnets here. The magnet strength is strong. This front pocket is a snap. You're gonna open that up. You've got a little drop pocket before you ever have to get in to the top portion here. You get into that, it goes all the way down there. You've got your Madison West branding. You've got a zipper pocket, and on this side, you've got two slip pockets. It is new with tags, and I'm marking this Madison West down to $18. $18 for a new with tags bag. That's a steal. $18. All right. All right, the next thing I have is this MNG Mango. I picked this up because it was the Y2K style, and that is coming back in. This is the M&G Mango. It is faux leather. It is really, I wouldn't call it a patent faux leather. I would call it more just a shiny, just a real smooth leather. But you've got this big buckle detail here. It reminds me a little bit of the Coach Soho, not necessarily any of the shape or anything like that, but just the Coach Soho. You know, it has the bigger buckle here, and it is the right under the arm Y2K style. Those are the things that remind me of it. But here it is. This, like I said, is also in a like new condition. There are no call outs. You even have the buckle here and the buckle here, which I think is so cute. Like I said, it's right under the arm. What a great evening out, wedding, you know, funeral. I know nobody wants to talk about funerals, but it's, you know, just that very classy bag to wear to important events. So this little buckle is just actually snaps. You can unsnap it. It does have a zippered top. Okay. There's the interior. If there's no pockets in the interior, you have your M&G right there, branding. And like I said, it is in like new condition. So I'm marking the M&G Mango Perfect Night Out bag down to $8. $8. All right, the next thing I have is this Sincerely Jules. This is kind of another little Y2K style. That's just the underarm or in the crick of your arm. Here it is a new tag also, and this is faux leather. There's your Sincerely Jules tag. I love the knot on the little shoulder bag. So if you have it underneath your shoulder like that, kind of like that, okay? Or you wear it in the crook of your arm. I like it in the crook of my arm. I think it's so cute. You're going out to a wedding, a baby shower. It's beautiful, and it goes with anything. It is a very kind of a dusty pink, kind of a neutral pink, a nude pink, I would call it. It's beautiful. It has the faux leather that is like a woven look, even all the way up to the handle and the knot. Okay, we're gonna unzip it here. It's kind of in a crescent shaped. Here is your Sincerely Jules. You've got a zipper pocket there. And then there's the interior. And it is new with tag. Beautiful little bag. And I'm marking this bag down to $18. $18. Under $20, new with tag. That little this little style is coming back. All right, the next thing I have is this Aldo lime green with purse charms, little satchel crossbody. It's a beautiful green. It's not too neon of a lime green. It's just a true kind of a matte lime green. You've got your little top handle here. You've got your two permanent purse chains. These don't come off. You've got butterflies and flowers there. This is new with tags. Here is the tag, Aldo. Here's your crossbody with it is adjustable and removable. So if you're going to carry it as just a little top handled bag, you can also carry it in the crook of your arm. If you want to use the crossbody, this, I think I've always said I needed to bring that up a little bit to where it's a crossbody. There it is, a crossbody. This does open, a snap by snap. And here is the inside. You have one zipper pocket, and then you have a slip pocket on that side. It is new with tag, Aldo, kind of a matte lime green, permanent purse charms. I am marking this down to $29. All right, the next thing I have is this by Vera Bradley, this Imperial Toile. That's the pattern name. And this is the side-by-side tote. I would call this maybe an Asian kind of garden type theme with the different buildings and the gardens. You do have your pink detail along this border that goes, the strip that goes down. You've got a pink border that gives it that brown, a little bit of pop with that pink. The handles are kind of a structured handle. They don't really flop around. They're there. It's like a shoulder. Very cute. It's the way the top lays pretty close with your elbow, and then your bottom's pretty wide here to put your stuff in. On the sides, you do have side pockets on both sides on the outside. It does magnetize open. Then you have your Vera Bradley tag right here. You have a zipper pocket right here, and then you have 4 slip pockets. You have 1, 2, 3, and 4. 4 slip pockets in there. It is beautiful on the inside. So for this Vera Bradley side by side Imperial Toile is the pattern. I am marking this down to $8 for a Vera Bradley tote. $8. All right, the next thing I have is this Urban Expressions. This is one of my favorite bags. Urban Expressions. This is the tag says it is in the color Oatmilk. I would call this like a cream, an ivory color also, but it's called Oatmilk. It is faux leather. It is pleated. These are pleats, but it is so soft. Oh my gosh, it is so soft. Look at that. So soft. It has the 2 knots here. It also has a crossbody that is removable and adjustable. It's a leather, faux leather on the top here, and then it goes down into the chain. This is new with tag. Here it is in the crook of my arm. I love the knots. I love those. Here it is if I did throw it on my shoulder. Here it is with the crossbody strap. I think this is another one I need to bring up a little bit. Okay. It is, this is another one that a wedding, bridal shower, just, it is so classy looking. That pleated look is so classy. It does have the top zip right here. Here is the interior. You have your Urban Expressions branding down here. You've got a zipper pocket. And then over here you've got a slip pocket. So for this, it's kind of a little bucket bag almost, but this little bucket, Urban Expressions faux leather, shoulder bag, crossbody, crook of the arm. I am asking, I'm marking it down to $29. $29 also for this one. The next thing I have that is new with tags is this BCB Generation white and black. I love this purse charm. It is a crossbody. It could be a top handle satchel or a crossbody, and this is adjustable and removable. This is a purse chain. It is not removable. Now, believe me, if you really wanted to remove that, you could go to, you know, taking some O-rings off. But if you, I love it because I love the black and white of it. I think it is awesome. It is new with tag. It actually retailed for $88. I love this bag. It's one of my favorites. Here it is with this little, in the crook of your arm, it has a little satchel. I love it. You talk about, you walk in with a white and black outfit on, this purse is going to pop. Here it is with the adjustable crossbody. Okay. I love what that chain adds to this white bag. So it does have a little top snap here that's going to open up, flap. That's the word I'm looking for. Then you have your interior. You have your BCB Generation branding there with your credit card slips there. And then you have a slip pocket there. Okay. So this is new with tag. Can't. So this is new with tag, and I am marking this one down to $18. Less than $20 for this $88 bag. Great deal. And I just think it is amazing. I don't think anybody else is going to have this. I love it. $18 for this BCBG new with tag. All right, the next thing I have is, and I think this is my last clearance item. This is a Rachel Zoe little crescent shaped faux leather. The BCBG was faux leather if I didn't say that. Little top handle, crook of the arm, little satchel, removable and adjustable crossbody bag. The tag with this one says it's nude, but I honestly think it has a touch of pink to it. I think it has a very light touch of pink to it. So this, if you're going to just carry it as a little top handle like that, put it in the crook of your arm. This is another one I think to bridal showers, baby showers, weddings. This bag is just gorgeous. Here it is as a crossbody. Super cute. This bag is like this is like a, I don't know, a textured quilted, because you can feel those. I mean, it's soft, but you can just, it is definitely made to be a textured feel. It does have a top zip closure. Here is the interior. You have your Rachel Zoe branding, your zipper pocket there. There's no slip pocket, and that's just your fresh little packet in there. And this Rachel Zoe, I am marking down to 22 for her. All right, I love the big gold chain there. All right, now I'm moving into a few of the items that I had. I'm going to start with the littles. The first one is this Juicy Couture that is new with tags. This is a, there's your Juicy Couture tag, and then it also tells you that this is I'm a travel jewelry organizer, and then it tells you kind of what all you can do with the different areas in there. So it is a kind of a velvet velour hot pink Juicy Couture with roses embossed in there. Open it. It has 2 snaps to open, and it does say Juicy Couture right there, Los Angeles, California. It's going to roll out. Here you have, that is for earrings, and it is removable with the snaps. This is for some rings. You slide your rings on there, and that's removable with some snaps. This is for some necklaces or bracelets. I would say necklaces though for the most part, because you're going to let your necklaces slide down into these little pockets so that they're not dangling on the outside here. They're going to lay nicely in those little pockets. And then you also have this little, it's Velcroed in jewelry bag. And you can put your whatever, necklaces, bracelets, bangles, other kinds of earrings that you wanted in there, other rings, whatever you want to put in there, put in there. And it does, like I said, it is removable. So for this Juicy Couture, new with tag, travel jewelry organizer, I call it a little organizer roll because it does roll up for you. I am asking $18. $18. All right, the next thing I have is also a new with tag. This is by Radley London, and you are going to get the dust bag with this one. It does have the tag here. It is the Radley London tag. It was originally $128. It is called the Sunseeker in a light pastel purple. This is a limited edition Sunshine Seeker. It does have a 3D straw hat that's coming out, and his collar is also in 3D, along with the whole dog here is in 3D. Okay, then you have your Radley London branding there. This is new with tag. You have Radley London on your zipper pull. Open it up. You have some added gold and black for just some extra pop in the wallet there. You have a slip pocket, credit card slips, slip pocket, credit card slips, slip pocket, and then you have your middle zip pouch. So for this Radley London Sunshine Seeker, little purple with new with tags with the dust bag, I am asking $48 for this limited edition. $48. All right, the next thing I have is this Radley London. It's another Radley London limited edition. And this is the Christmas is Calling. It is the half size kind of wallet. You have your Radley London embossed right there. You have your Calling, or Christmas is Calling. Then you have your little dog. This telephone booth is in 3D. It's a beautiful matte, shiny black leather. Okay, the Sunshine Seeker was also in leather. It does have 2 areas. This area is going to snap open. This is new without, it does have a card inside, but no tag. You've got your Radley London embossed right there. This one has gold and red to add a little extra pop. You've got your credit card slips, and then you've got 2 slip pockets here. Then you also have a double slip, bigger slip pocket there. It's going to snap back. Then you're going to have a zipper pouch. You're going to unzip that, and it goes all the way down. Then it's going to have an accordion style, and it's going to have 2 sections there. There is your Radley London card. Is this another limited edition? And this I am asking $35 for this one. Okay. The next thing I have is this Ted Baker cosmetic case. This is faux leather. It is new with tag. Here's your Ted Baker tag. It is cloud pink, and it is the loaf cosmetic case. Ted Baker London. Like I said, it is faux leather. It feels wonderful though. It feels wonderful. Ted Baker, I love the Ted Baker brand. There is your zipper. It even has the pink on the inside of the zipper. Beautiful zipper. Unzip it. It has a beautiful floral interior, and it has 2 travel clear bottles that you can fill if you're traveling. So for this Ted Baker new with tag cosmetic pouch case, I am asking $18 for it. $18. All right, the next thing I have is this new without tag, but it does have its dust bag. Radley London. This is another limited edition. This one is a rare one. This is called the Picture Party Pals, and I think it's because I don't know if that's his pal or if that's him looking at his image. I am not sure, like in a mirror, and that's why it's called Picture. I don't know. I didn't really get into looking at why it was named that. It is branded, embossed Radley London there. The party chain link here is in 3D. Your Christmas tree here is in 3D. Your puppy dog here is in 3D. And then you have your Christmas tree also in 3D here. It is like a red and white. It is new without tag. It has a dust bag, Radley London there. You have a zipper pouch on the back side of this one. Okay. Open this one up. You have your gold and purple for a little bit of added pop. You've got your Radley London, credit card slips, slip pocket. Then you have more credit card slips, slip pocket there, another slip pocket here, another slip pocket here. And you have your credit card slips here. All kinds of room in this one. And you're gonna open that zipper pouch. You have another one of your Radley cards in there that comes with those wallets. So for this Radley London limited edition wallet with the dust bag, I am asking $55 for this one. $55. All right, the next thing I have is this Portland leather. Love this bag. I love Portland leather. This is called the Koala swing bag. It does have your Portland leather right there. You'd have your like your Portland leather embossed trees in the leather there. It's beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. You might have a little bit, can you kind of see that? Sometimes if the light hits it, and I bet if I wasn't in the light, you wouldn't even see that little, because if I go back like this, you don't even really see it. But I love Portland leather. It is just scrumptious. It is a shoulder bag slash crossbody. Beautiful. I think this color is called Nutmeg, if I'm not mistaken. Here it is as a crossbody. You can also wear it as a shoulder bag. And the reason it's called a sling bag is because lots like to wear this one. If you tightened up the shoulder strap, a lot of them like to wear it like this on the back. Also, I saw a couple of pictures where they actually had it kind of like this too. Okay. This has a magnetic top closure, but it flaps over twice. So I'm going to open this up and see it's still flapped. There's your magnets and your magnets. So basically you have to open both of them like that. You have a raw leather interior that is just absolutely gorgeous. It does have one kind of goes into a third section, so you can have 3 sections on the inside here. This thing is in gorgeous condition. It is gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. So for this Portland leather crossbody swing bag, I am asking $59. Beautiful bag. All right, the next thing I have is this BB yellow quilted crossbody. This is pretty much new without tag. There's really nothing, can't tell if this has been used. I don't have any guarantees, but it is in like new condition, I guess would be a better term. Okay, there it does have a removable crossbody, but it is not adjustable. This is faux leather. This is a chain with the faux leather woven into the chain. So if you have it on as a crossbody, there it is. So I'm 5'4". You could definitely be taller, a few inches taller, and it would still be fine. I don't know that you could be any shorter and that it would be okay, but you could definitely be taller and it would be okay. But this is removable. So you can wear this as a clutch. Super cute. You can also take this off and add a guitar strap. If you had a very pretty floral guitar strap with yellow in it, that would look gorgeous. It looks so pretty. So you could wear this for your classy nights out and then wear your guitar strap for your everyday. You get your BB Los Angeles right there. It has a few little dings on it, and I think that's just shopware storage. I'm gonna open it up. You have your BB right there, Los Angeles. You have a little slip pocket right there at the front. Okay, you have a bigger pocket here with your credit card slips built in. You have your BB on your zipper pull there. It's going to unzip. And then you have your interior little zipper there, the zipper pouch. Cute little bag, and I am asking $15 for her. 15. Okay. All right, the next thing I have is this limited little two-tone clutch. Okay, she is new with tag. You've got a really light beige, and then this goes in kind of to like a, I wouldn't quite call it a taupe because I don't think it's dark enough to be a taupe, but I would call this just maybe a camel, like a light camel color. It's beautiful. You could have as much in this as you would want it to fill out. That's why I filled it out. Or you could not have very much and have it a very slim clutch. This is new with tag. It is by the Limited. It does have magnets also, but it also has this little detailed little gold opening here. Okay. This is as a clutch. I love the colors for a clutch because it goes with everything. Also, it's one of the sizes that I like as a clutch. I don't know, I just like that size. Okay, if we open that little gold thing, like I said, your magnets, it still has the magnets. And then Here is the tag I was telling you about. It does have the limited there. It is $54 originally. You have the limited branding there with a zip pocket, and then you have 2 slip pockets on that side. It is new with tag, and I am asking $18 for it. All right, the next thing I have is this Fossil. This is a beautiful color. Oh, beautiful color. This is a Fossil issue 1954. It's a line that Fossil had at that time. This doesn't have a key. I'm sure if you're a Fossil lover, you probably have one. It's in it's in that pebbled leather from Fossil that is just wonderful. It's just cushion soft. You have your Fossil on both of your double zips right there. You also have Fossil on both of your double zips right there. And that is where it's going to expand, and I'll show you that here just shortly. There was one zipper that was a little scratched more than normal, but it's hard. I mean, you didn't notice it probably the first time, but it has a few more scratches than the other one there. It does have a back zip pocket that has Fossil on it. Beautiful blue. Oh my gosh. This is adjustable right here, but it is not removable. Actually, you could remove this. It is by a hitching post, so you would just take that hitching post out of that hole, and then you could take this strap off. The strap is all that same pebbled leather. It's beautiful. But if you wanted to take it off and put a more, guitar strap that was a little more, I don't know, a little more colorful, you could do that. Here is, I love Fossils. The outside leather is beautiful. Like I said, besides that one being a little more dinged than the other, it's a beautiful bag. As I said, this, and you don't have to have those zippers dangling there. If you want to move them all both to one side and just have it there, you can also do that. I like them dangling. I like the little Fossil look of it dangling. But if you unzip it all the way, it expands out and just makes your bag a little bit bigger. You can stuff it a little fuller there. All right, so you're gonna open this up. It does have a snap. Here on the front, you're gonna have a slip pockets, and then you have going into your main area. That is right here. You have your Fossil branding and a zipper pouch there, zipper pocket. Then you also can unzip this. And this is going to go down all the way into there. All kinds of little sections to put things in with this thing. So for this Fossil issue 1954, and this is the Preston. It's called the Preston style. In blue, I'm asking $38. All right, also we have this new without tag Mark. This is Mark New York, Andrew Mark. I love this satchel. This has a top flap here that has pearls and gold studs embossed in it. I love that. This is faux leather. You've got your Mark New York, Andrew Mark there. This is for a crossbody right there. It's beautiful. Has little feet on it. Does have a back zip pocket here. Okay. It has a top zip closure. It has a front flap here. All the way down in there. Double snaps for the front pocket. Here it is as a crook of the arm little satchel. I love it. This shoulder straps are even long enough to throw it up on your shoulder. It is such a neat bag. Open this. I'm not going to take the crossbody and show you what it looks like because it's all still in the new packet, so I'm not going to do that, but it is an adjustable crossbody here. Here's the little adjustable buckle there. Your interior does have the Mark Andrew there. I think it's Mark. Yeah, Mark, New York, Andrew, Mark. Then you have this zipper pouch here. I'm gonna put that back in there so it doesn't dangle. Then you have your 2 slip pockets, and like I said, it is new without tag. So for this Mark, New York, Andrew Mark, beautiful black embossed with pearls, satchel crossbody, I'm asking 28. All right, then I have this Disney Loungefly that is Tigger. Oh my gosh, this little mini backpack, school starting, this is perfect. You've got Tigger here. He's got the 3D little ears sticking up. He's got his little whiskers sticking up. Little whiskers, so cute. He's got his little eye, nose. Here you've got your Disney Loungefly. You've also got it embossed on your zipper pull here. Open that, you've got a little pocket here in the front. You do have your side pockets on each side there. This is in light new condition. Beautiful condition. It does have a little top strap to hang on to, and it does have your adjustable backpack straps here. There's Tigger. I love Tigger. He's one of my favorite cartoon little animals. He just has not a care in the world. Also, throw it over your arm like that. It does have 2 zippers here that both say Loungefly on them. Unzip it. There, it's got a Tigger lining. So there's no zip or slip pockets on the interior. Just all, but it is beautiful. Tigger. So for Tigger, Disney Loungefly, I'm asking 38. And then my last item before I open the box is this 3-piece gift set by Disney. It's a Mickey Mouse 3-piece gift set, crossbody and 2 interchangeable bag charms. Got your Mickey bag charm here, and it does say Disney on the back. And then you also have this one. I love this one. This is like a Mickey Mouse face here, and it does say Disney on it also. It's branded Disney. So you can add these to this bag here for bag charms. You can put them on a backpack, whatever you want to do with them. But they do come with this in the set. Here is kind of rattan, faux leather, Disney, Mickey Mouse. It's a dome shaped top here. Kind of see where it's open there. It does have a zipper here. Okay. It has your embroidered pink, purple flowers, and then this is the Disney head and ears like that, with the flowers on this or the flowers there. The bottom is the faux leather there. That will come in the box to you. It is marked Disney Mickey Mouse for the top portion of the box. When I mail it, I would unseal that and I would put the box top over the top of it and mail it to you and give it as a gift, or you keep it yourself, but it's all there. So for this, I am asking 45 for this set. 45. All right, now I'm going to grab that box and I'll be right back. Okay, I am back. This won't take very long, and I feel like I'm making really good time today. I don't know what I'm doing different, but I feel like I'm moving. All right, so this, like I said, this is from America's Thrift Supply. It is the designer. Now the one that I did last week was the name brand, and that had at least 5 bags in a box. This one is the designer, and you're only guaranteed 1. Sometimes I've gotten 1 and another little. I can't remember if I actually got 2 smaller ones one time. I can't remember. But usually you're only guaranteed 1. And I think the last time I got it, the last 2 times I've gotten it, I've only gotten 1, I think. Or I got 1 and 1 and 1 and a little in the other. I'm not sure. But anyways, all right, so this is the box. It comes from America's Thrift Supply. So we're gonna get into this. They always have that big darker brown tape that's really hard for me to get into. So I've already opened that. Here is a first peek. All right. Let me see if it looks like. Only looks like two. So we'll see. All right, here is one. This honestly doesn't even look like a purse. It says Michael Kors purse, and maybe it is. But we'll see. All right, so in this plastic. I will say the designer box always packages their things very well. It's always sent in plastic, and I did not pay the extra to get a certificate of authenticity. Since they upped their prices, I used to always do that, but I don't do that anymore. All right, so here it is. It is a Michael Kors red. It almost looks like a Chromebook or a laptop holder is what it looks like to me. You do have Michael Kors on the zipper pull. It does have where you have a crossbody. You have Michael Kors right there. And I feels like the crossbody is in here. So here is the crossbody. That's good to know. It does have Michael Kors right there. So this is a Michael Kors, not a Michael by Michael Kors. So that is a plus. It is like a gold metallic in there. I'm thinking this is a laptop bag. I mean, maybe it's, but there's no pockets in there. It does have Michael Kors on the crossbody strap here. And it is, actually it's not adjustable, but it does have the shoulder thing. I do think this is a little briefcase. It's a very classy briefcase with that gold metallic in there. There, that is. This is nice. I will say it is very nice. I love those on a shoulder strap. It is so, it helps so much that it doesn't dig into your shoulder. I will say even the nameplate is in wonderful condition. There's a few little, it almost looks like shopware with that too. Other than that, there is no call outs. Even on the interior, I don't see any call outs. So this is one of them. I couldn't really call that a purse though, but okay. The next one is another Michael Kors. It says Michael Kors tote bag. And this is very, very, very pretty. I love, it's like a caramel color. I love the color. This is a perfect fall color. Perfect fall color. It does look like it is in fabulous condition also. It does have your MK hang tag here. Honestly, it's not too bad at all. Just maybe a few little dings there. It does hang by that really neat, like a, almost looks like a strap. It's not just a gold chain. It almost goes with the color of the bag. So that's really pretty. You have Michael Kors on all of your buckles. There. It would be like a shoulder bag. I don't think, I don't see a crossbody strap in there. There really isn't anywhere to put a crossbody strap. So it is definitely just a tote shoulder bag. Here is, you've got a pocket on this side. Oh, I've got something in here. What is that? Oh, somebody left the lip gloss. Okay. All right, so you've got this pocket there. And then you've got a pocket over here. The bottom looks great. Got Michael Kors on all four of your feet. Okay. Here's the back side of it. Like I said, you have Michael Kors on all of your buckles. On the inside, and it looks like it needs a vacuum, but other than that, I don't really see anything. You've got a big slip pocket here for your tote. Did I see it like a little, maybe a little, look at that little tiny there, but I can see if I can clean that out. I always clean and condition any bag I send out. This is a Michael Kors. It is not a Michael Kors. That's another huge plus. That's his top of the line there. So that's great. You've got a zipper pouch there, zipper pocket. You have slip pockets right here. You have a key fob right here. It actually still has a little tag thingy on it. I know it's not new though, because it does need to be vacuumed out. I can see a little bit of just crumbs in there. Not really crumbs, but just dust particles. This is in great shape. Wow. All right, so 2 Michael Kors on that zipper pull too. I don't know if I told you. Great bag, great tote bag. This is the perfect spring or fall color. I almost wouldn't mind carrying that myself. That's a beautiful bag. Beautiful bag. All right, so those are my 2. I'm definitely very happy with this one. This one, it's like new, but I don't think it's a purse, but oh well. But anyways, these are the 2, and I will have prices on the screen for these because I have no idea. So I'll put a price on the screen for them. And let me tell you what I've got coming up. I think this week I am going to, I went into the little resale store in Bartlesville that I go into sometimes, and they didn't really have any bags. So I went through a lot of their clothing section, and I picked up several good things. I picked up a couple of linen outfits, a couple of 100% silk, some dresses, a linen skirt and top outfit. So I was kind of looking for vintage, and I did find some vintage items. I was looking more for vintage and like materials that things were made out of, and so those were what I picked up just for something different. Also, and I also think when I show that, I'm going to open, I ordered, ThredUp had a new box that they put out, and it was called the name brand shoe box, and you got 5 pairs of shoes. I did the size one. I still have a couple of those to unbox, but this one was just a name brand, and it was only 5. So I did that one, and actually I've gotten 2 of those, and so I think I'm going to open one of those. So I'm going to open one of those, and it's supposed to be things like Nike, UGG, Tory Burch, Kate Spade, Michael Kors, Coach, those kinds of name brands should be in that box. Rothy's, I think, was one. So anyways, I will be opening that box along with showing you that little bit of a thrift haul. So a little bit mixture of both. I'm hoping you guys have loved the thrift hauls. I've loved showing those to you guys. And so I'm going to have that this week. I'm hoping Wednesday, getting back on track with things. A little bit about me. Went back to school on Monday. Kids came on Thursday. Honestly, it's been okay. I haven't really had any issues. Oklahoma did pass a new law, the state of Oklahoma, about cell phones. No cell phones from the first bell to the last bell. And so I think that will be a learning curve. I already received 2 or 3 emails before I left on Friday of kids that were going to be going into ISD Monday, which is in-school suspension because they obviously had their cell phone out when they were told not to. We are getting pouches that will help them if they bring the pouches with them, and it magnetizes it closed, and that just kind of gives them no option to get into it. But you'll have those that don't bring their pouches back, and you'll have those that don't magnetize them when they come through the front door like they're supposed to. So you're still going to have issues, but hopefully we hit those a couple of times at the beginning pretty hard, and then everybody kind of knows we're pretty serious about it, and so hopefully then they stop doing that and we don't have a bunch of kids in ISD all the time. So hopefully. It is a state law. It is not, I've always had a rule in my classroom that the phones went into a phone storage. It's like a shoe organizer that I have hanging at the front of my room. And I've had that rule since I started. I come in, I call your row, you put your phone in the shoe organizer, since I started high school. And I've never, now what I have done though is if they finished their work, or if we finished, if it was just a group discussion day, I would let them get their phones at that time. I won't be able to do that now, so they're gonna have to rely on doing something on, you know, their Chromebook or something. I'm not sure. It's gonna be a huge learning curve. They're gonna have to learn to have a library book with them that they've all forgotten how to do, to read when they have some spare time. Because, you know, kids don't finish their work all at the same time. And that's one of the reasons I kind of did that when I would allow them to get their phones, because everybody learns at a different pace. Everybody's, you know, works at a different pace. And being in a rural school, we don't have like AP classes and so forth where you have kids that are real high up in another, you know, in a class all by themselves. And so kind of had to find that happy medium there. And that's kind of a lot of how I approached it. I gave some extra class time for those that had questions and so forth, but yet those that were able to get it done quickly, you know, then they could kind of work on something else, or, you know, get on their phone. Or I honestly have never had any discipline problems. My kids know from the beginning I'm serious about my rules, and so it's just worked. So it's going to be a learning curve. Other than that, I could tell my sophomores, I have freshmen and sophomores. So freshman year, they always seem to be real quiet. And then when they come back in sophomore year, it's like they know me, they know what to expect, and they just kind of have started to come out of their shell. And it's kind of fun. It's kind of fun to see that change in kids. And so far, it's going to be okay. Now, this week we have a 5-day week. Come Friday, when my purse sale comes up on Saturday or Sunday, whichever day I haven't completely, I'm hoping to be ready by Saturday. When that rolls around, I may have a different outlook on how the week went, because 5 days is a lot. Especially when you've been off all summer. 2 days was perfect, but 5 days is going to be a lot. So we're going to see. So I took my son Wednesday to move in Stillwater, and it was not good. We got there and everything is supposed to have been set up. His rooming assignment was he was to have a room with a bathroom. His hometown friend, Will, was supposed to have a room with a bathroom, and then they were supposed to have a living area. It's called the Suites. We get there and they have 2 beds in both of the bedrooms, which we couldn't get in the other door bedroom because it was locked. They had put his friend Will and him in one room that's not big enough for 2. Not only that, but it's on the top floor, which is great because you don't have to hear people above you, but their room was where the roof slants. So part of they don't even have a straight across ceiling, like part of their room slants. I called housing, talked to the housing director, I talked to the supervisor. I'm like, this is not what we signed up for. This is not what the email said, and I want it fixed. And he said, well, we admitted too many students and we needed to put beds places. Well, I'm sorry. That's not okay. You don't email anybody, you don't tell anybody. They think that they get you there and you don't have any other options, which we don't. We didn't have another option. All the houses, apartments are rented. I mean, like, he needed to move in that day. I mean, we don't have the other things that we needed, couches, things like that, if we got an apartment somewhere. We didn't plan for that all summer. But we have a transfer portal that opens in September, and you can get in the transfer. I ended up bringing back a lot of what he took with him because there wasn't room for it. There's not room for 2 people in that room. So, you know, it's my heart sunk for him because he was so excited. And then to throw that curveball at them, and I get it, but stop admitting students, or admit them and say, yeah, you can come to college here, but you're gonna have to find outside living because we don't have any more housing here. They did the same thing last year. In fact, Canyon's one of his best friends, the basketball coach's oldest son, he got an email the week before school that said, oh yeah, you don't have the dorm room on campus anymore. We overbooked and you'll have to live off campus. A week before school. Not when he was admitted, a week before school. I mean, his mom put a thing on Facebook and said, anybody know of anything? Like, my son planned to go to college and now he has nowhere to live. Come to find, they were able to, there was another kid from Pahuska that had a dorm. He was able to get out of his lease and go with the other kid, and they did find something, and it wasn't a good apartment. It was not the best. I mean, like, but it's all they could do. OSU's got to freaking figure it out. And I know that when I left, everybody knew who Kenyon's mom was because I let them know what I thought. And that's just me, and I will probably never ever change, and that's fine with me, because by George, that's not how you do business. Not how I've ever, I'm just blown away. So I called my oldest son, or actually I didn't call him. He called me on the way home. He lives in Stillwater, which I always knew that was an option for Kenyon to live with his older brother. But, you know, he wants to do his own thing and not live with a sibling. But Colton, you know, he was trying to, you know, well, I think that there's this place next to me that's going to be opening up. And I said, well, let's see what they do with the transfer. I said, come, if that doesn't work and this just blows up, like, we'll look for something different. But he said, well, I'm going to go have a key made. I'm going to give him a key, him and Will, either one, if they want to come to the house during the day when him and Presley are off at work, if they want to come have dinner, if they want to come hang out. He has an extra bedroom. If they need more space than that little room, I'm going to have them a key that they can come here and study if they need to get away, you know, whatever they need to do. So thank God. I mean, like, not that I didn't, but he thought of that. Like, I didn't even have to say, Colton, you're going to have to do this. Like, he was just like, he said, I feel so bad. Because he knows how it was when he went, and he didn't have all that issues, and he was so excited to go, and he just said, I feel so bad for them. Like, and his girlfriend was like, I know 4 people they did that to last year. Will and his parents went to dinner that evening, and the waitress where they were having dinner said that happened to her son last year. That he went there, was supposed to have this room by himself, and had other people there. And didn't tell him till he got there. But she did say in September that he got transferred. So, fingers crossed that happens. Now, that the supervisor, when I was throwing my little fit, and it wasn't a fit, but it was matter of fact. By George, this is what you said, and you're, by George, going to stand by it. He did offer that they could have, they wouldn't be together, but there was different rooms single rooms in a different hall. It's called Wentz Hall. But it was a communal bathroom. So that means you take your shower caddy down the hall to the bathroom with all these stalls and this shower that's like a locker room shower. And both boys were like, no, we want to try to do this, and we'll try to transfer out before we. And so, anyways, they didn't. So I couldn't say that he didn't offer them a place to be by themselves, which originally they were supposed to have a room to themselves. So this way I couldn't say that he didn't try to make accommodations to accommodate me that way. And I will say this guy was really nice. And he actually said, because I said, they can't even put their bed on risers where they could put a desk and stuff underneath, you know, like kind of a bunk bed, and then have the open space underneath. Because you've got them in a room where the ceiling comes down, like an attic ceiling. And he did say, between you and me, he said, I don't like Bennett. That's the hall that they're in. Because of that, no room is the same. No floor plan is the same. So when they start putting 2 beds in rooms, they don't look at that. They just think, oh, it's 2 beds. We're going to add it. And he goes, they don't ever look in this room. There's no way that's going to work. He goes, they don't do that. And so he was really nice. But I do think he thought I was getting ready to come unhinged too, you know. But so hopefully, say a little prayer in September, they can get. I know there was 2 boys that were in the other bedroom in their little suite. One didn't show up, so that other kid has a room to himself. I'm just like, so maybe something will come available, and you know, they can maybe they'll tell him, hey, your rent's going to go up if you're by yourself. Because he kept saying, well, you know, it's going to be a little bit more. We're giving you a discount with two. I don't care. It's not what I signed up for. That's not what he wanted. This is supposed to be a good experience for him. That's what I want for him. Adulting is coming sooner than later. And adulting's not too fun. We all got to pay bills and stuff. I want him to enjoy this time and be excited about being here. Let them stay kids as long as they can. And so anyways, hopefully, but you know, maybe they'll tell that kid, hey, your rent's going to go up, and maybe he doesn't want his rent to go up. Maybe he wanted a partner. And so maybe they'll move him into another room that has just one other person, and then he can still not have to pay more money, and then the boys can have their suite back, or maybe somebody else, you know, they can move into, I don't know. I'm just hoping something. And I told that Ryan, I said, I don't care. This is what they signed up for. This is what they want. And that's what I want them to have. So anyways, enough about that. I'll have to let you know how the saga continues with that. I will say, at first, Kenyon was pretty bummed. But yesterday at my daughter's house and stuff, you know, he was kind of giggling about it. You know, I think he knows he has Mason, which is the basketball coach's son that got booted out the week before school last year. He actually has an apartment with another kid from Pahuska that played basketball with Kenyon. And so actually where Kenyon stayed when he went there Friday night, he stayed with Mason and Connor. So he has Mason and Connor's place to go to. He has his brother's place to go to. He can drive back to his sister's in Ponca City. That's about 40 minutes. I mean, Colton, his older brother, drives that route every day for work. So he has a lot of places that he can go if he needs to. So that'll be good. But anyways, I will be talking to y'all again real soon. Bye.